Hi, third grade. We are going to talk some more about time. With lesson 10.3, we're going to talk about time intervals, and that is how much time goes by from one time to another time. So, it says Alicia and her family visited the Kennedy Space Center. They watched a movie that began at 4:10 p.m. and ended at 4:53 p.m. How long did the movie last? So, circle the times the movie began and ended. Well, it began at 4:10 p.m. and it ended at 4:53 p.m. Underline the question. My question is, how long did the movie last? To find elapsed time, find the amount of time that passes from the start of an activity, so the start at 4:10, and the end of the activity, which is 4:53. So there's a couple different ways that we could do this. So the first way is using a number line. So here's the number line already for us. Step 1 is find the time on the number line that the movie began. So it started at 4:10. Step 2 says count on to the ending time, 4:53. Count on by tens for each 10 minutes. Count on by ones for each minute. Write the times below the number line. So 4:10 to 4:20 is 10 minutes. So 4:20 plus another 10 minutes would be 4:30. Plus another 10 minutes, because I'm not quite to the 50 yet, would be 4:40. Plus another 10 minutes, which would be 4:50. Now I need to start counting by ones because I only need to get to 4:53. I'm already at 4:50. So 4:50 plus 1 minute is 4:51. Plus another minute is 4:52. Plus one more minute is 4:53. Now I went from my start time to my end time, and I have all the minutes that passed in between. Now the third step, draw the jumps on the number line to show the minutes from 4:10 to 4:53, record the minutes, and then the last part is add them. So I have 10, 10, 10, 10 for my 4 tens, 1, 1, and 1 for my 3 ones. So let's count my tens first. 10, 20, 30, 40. Now I have to count by ones. 41, 42, 43. So the elapsed time from 4:10 to 4:53 is 43 minutes. So the movie lasted 43 minutes. That's one way we used a number line. We're going to do some more ways on the back. So, start time, still 4:10. End time is still 4:53. There's a clock here for me. Since I have the same hour number, 4 o'clock and 4 o'clock, I could use this clock. And they started at 4:10, and they counted the whole way around to 4:53. So we know that these hops are by fives, and when then I have to get to the littler hops, it's by ones. So they already started. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and then I have to count by ones, 41, 42, 43. So I still got 43 minutes. So we used the number line, we used a clock. Now we're going to do subtraction. So when you use subtraction, you have to make sure that your hours are the same. So my hours are both 4 o'clock, so I can use subtraction. I have to write the ending time first because that's the bigger time. So 4:53 was my ending time. And then I have to put my start time, and I have to write it so that the numbers line up. And then I can subtract. 3 minus 0 is 3, and 5 minus 1 is 4. So I still got 43 minutes left over. There's no hours because 4 minus 4 is 0. So I still got 43 minutes. This one works only when my hours are the same. So we used a number line, we used a clock, and we used subtraction. This time we're going to practice using a number line and subtraction. So the start time is 10:05 a.m. The end time is 10:30 a.m. So step 1, find 10:05 on the number line. Right here, it's my start time. Count on from 10:05 to 10:30. Draw marks and record times on the number line. Then draw and label the jumps. I'm going to add 5 minutes because 10:05 plus 5 minutes would be 10:10. And for me, it's easier to count by tens when I have a tens number. So now I'm going to add some tens. Plus 10. 10, 10 plus 10 is 10, 20. Plus another 10. 10, 20 plus 10 is 10, 30. So I drew my number line. The second step is to add all of the numbers that I added. So I have 10, I have 10, and I have 5 to add together. 10 plus 10 is 20, plus 5 is 25. So from 10:05 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. is 25 minutes. Over here, I can subtract because I have the same hours. So I have 0 minus 5. We know we can't do that, so I got to cross that off, make it a 10, take from the 3 and make it a 2. So now I have 10 minus 5, which is 5, and 2 minus 0, which is 2. So both times I got the elapsed time is 25 minutes. All right, for the homework page, they did number 1 for us. They got 35 minutes, but let's check it. We can use the number line, start at 8:10, end at 8:45, count by 10, 8:20, another 10, 8:30, another 10, 8:40, and then I need to get from 8:40 to 8:45, which is plus 5. 10, 20, 30, plus 5, 35. They have a clock for me, so I'm going to use the clock. Start at 6:45, that's what this clock shows. I need to end at 6:54. So I'm going to count around and put a little mark where 6:54 is so that I know where to stop. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54. So right here is where I want to stop. So I'm starting here and I'm stopping where I made that little line. So I can do a 5, and then I need to count by ones until I get to the mark. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 hops got me to the mark. So plus 1, plus 1, plus 1, plus 1. So I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 minutes. So from 6:45 to 6:54, it's 9 minutes. I could also put my ends time at the top, put my start time at the bottom, and subtract them. Got to turn that into a 14. Got to turn that into a 4. 14 minus 5 is 9. 4 minus 4 is 0. 9 minutes. All right, number 3. Start time is 3 o'clock, so I got to put my start time over here. Ends time is 3:37. I need to get from 3 o'clock to 3:37. I'm going to count by tens first. So, plus a 10, 3 o'clock, plus a 10 is 3:10. I can add another 10, which is 3:20, plus another 10, which is 3:30. And then I could add my 5, and then 2 ones for 3:37, plus 1, plus 1. So I have 10, 10, 10, 5, and then 2 ones. So 10, 20, 30, 30 plus 5 is 35, 36, 37, 37 minutes. And number 4. We need to start at 5:20, that's why the clock shows 5:20, and I need to end at 5:47. So I'm going to count around and put a line at 5:47 so I know where to stop. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 46, 47. So right there is where I need to stop. So now I can count by fives till I get 5s and 1s until I get to 47. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, 27. 27 minutes. Again, I could have also subtracted. 547, I could have subtracted on that one too. 547 minus 520. 7 minus 0 is 7. 4 minus 2 is 2. 27 minutes. A show at the museum starts at 7:40 and ends at 7:57. How long is the show? I'm going to subtract for this one. You could draw a clock, you could do your number line too. I'm going to choose to subtract. 7:57, remember my end time has to go on top. 7:40. 7 minus 0 is 7. 5 minus 4 is 1. So, how long is the show? 17 minutes. All right, number 6. The first train leaves the station at 6:15 a.m. The second train leaves at 6:55 a.m. How much later does the second train leave the station? So, I'm going to subtract again. 6:55 minus 6:15. 5 minus 5 is 0. 5 minus 1 is 4. So, 40 minutes later. Because my question says how much later. So, 40 minutes later is when it leaves. All right, two different ways that I could do this. Well, they have the same hour, so I could subtract. Could also do a number line. So if I was subtracting this one, it would look like this. 258 minus 230. 8 minus 0 is 8. 5 minus 3 is 2. 28 minutes. Or I could draw a timeline. Here's my line. Start at 2:30, end at 2:58. So I'm going to add some 10s. Plus 10 is 240. Plus another 10 is 250. Now I can't add another 10, so I'm going to add a 5, which would be 255, and then 3 ones, 55, 56, 57, 58. And then if I counted 10, 20, plus 5 is 25, 26, 27, 28, 28 minutes. So it doesn't matter which way you use, you'll still get the same answer. So use which way is easiest for you. Marcus began playing basketball at 3:30 and stopped at 3:55. How many minutes did he play basketball? So I'm going to draw my timeline. He started at 3:30. He ended at 3:55. So I'm going to start with my 10s. Plus a 10. 30 plus 10 is 340. Plus another 10. 40 plus 10 is 50, so 350. Now 350 to 355, I can't add a whole 10. I'm going to add a 5, which is 355. So 10, 20 plus 5 is 25 minutes. The school play started at 8:15 p.m. and ended at 8:56 p.m. How long was the school play? I'm going to subtract for this one. And you have to remember, when you subtract, you got to put the bigger time, this is the end time, on top. Just like when you normally subtract, you put the bigger number on top. 6 minus 5 is 1. 5 minus 1 is 4. So, how long was it? 41 minutes. Alright, each car has 4 wheels. How many wheels do 7 cars have? So I'm going to draw my 7 cars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Each has 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. What does that look like to you? That looks like 4 times 7 equals 28. How many wheels? So 28 wheels. What completes the missing number? 3 times 9 is 27. So 27 divided by 3 is 9. All right, there are 20 napkins in each package. So each of my packages has 20. Kelly bought 8 packages. So I'm going to draw my 8 packages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I already know that there is 20 in each. I'm going to write 20, that way I don't have to draw 20 in each. That would take a long time. How many napkins did she buy in all? I could count all these 20s. I could also do 8 times 20. And we know 8 times 2 is 16. And then you got to bring your 0 over. So she bought 160 napkins. And last one, Mr. Martin drove 290 miles last week. This week, he drove 125 more than last week. 125 more than last week. So we know the first week he drove 290. This time he drove 125 more than that. How many miles did he drive this week? So if I know week 1, he drove 290. This week, he drove 125 more, which means 290 plus 125. Because this is what he started with, and then he drove 125 more than this. So 0 plus 5 is 5. 9 plus 2 is 11. 1 at the bottom, 1 up top. 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 1 is 4. So how many miles did he drive this week? 415 miles. All right, good job, 3rd grade. Keep working hard and growing those brains. We miss you.